Since Texas Motor Speedway opened for business in 1997, the track has become known for some of the most memorable moments in the world of racing. That includes the famous season-ending showdown in 2011 between Tony Stewart and Carl Edwards. The war of words between two of the sport's top drivers was befitting of a Texas-sized conflict that would ultimately be decided on the track. As the AAA Texas 500 got underway, fans eagerly anticipated a classic one-on-one matchup. Stewart and Edwards more than delivered as they battled back and forth for the lead. The fans would not be disappointed with a 1-2 finish, but at the end of the night, it was Smoke who would emerge the winner in victory lane.
Wide underneath Paul Menard, he does so. Tony Stewart running fourth, just ahead of him, Edwards in fifth. Quick mention, so, Tony Stewart, 331 laps out in front. There was no gain ground, not a ton, as Carl Edwards is going to finish second. But with his fourth win in 8 tries in his bid for the championship, Tony Stewart takes the checkered flag at Texas. Another win for Tony Stewart, going man-to-man for the title, and the Bucs slugging it out for the title.
It's one thing to put it out there and throw the smackdown. Tony Stewart backed it up.
Yeah.
I know the checkered flag just fell, guys, but let's not forget the big...
There he is, ladies and gentlemen, Smoke. There he is,
As battles on the track go, 2004 produced one of the best ever, as Elliott Sadler and Casey Kane may have been two of NASCAR's youngest drivers, but that lack of experience didn't stop them from delivering the closest finish in track history. 3.5 hours after the green flag drops,
Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys!
the race is far from over. Out in front, the M&M's car of Elliott Sadler. Chasing him down, the rookie from Washington, Casey Kane. The only question, does Kane have enough time? Reeling Sadler in, Kane inches closer and closer as the laps wind down. Last lap, 1.5 miles to go. Sadler trying to hold on. Kane fighting to get to the front. The final stretch. Kane closing quickly. The two battled neck and neck coming off of turn 4. Sadler managed to win by a nose at the line. It was a photo finish that remains the closest NASCAR race in track history.
I think Elliott was actually going to try to draft off of the 30 car. Then he realized Kane's coming on the outside, and he had to move up.
Did they bump?
It didn't notice it if they did.
Half a car length, 28 1/1000ths of a second.
500 miles later, it comes down to that. I love it, you know?
Well, that's why this place was full.
He'll get after me.
Yeah.
Look at the packed infield, parking lots, grandstand, even the roads leading in.
Favorite Dale Earnhardt Jr. entered the spring race with all the hype and anticipation as he made his first appearance in Texas as a member of Hendrick Motorsports. But the less heralded Carl Edwards quickly stole all the thunder, dominating the race and holding off Jimmy Johnson for his second Cup win at Texas.
she's fast, she's mean, reach up there and
Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys!
point tally. He will lead lap 1, 5 bonus points for leading the lap.
Yeah. Tires. Yikes. Carl left the outside open, I'll have to say that.
Here comes Clint for you.
But there ain't much happening up
White
here in
flag
the
this
front.
time, 4 back.
Edwards off turn 4. Will win the Samsung 500.
Oh, we got Clint Boyer sound.
Put it up on the racetrack. I'm sure Jack said, you know, you might want to try that out in the grass.
Ah, yeah, stuck the landing.
Nothing to it.
All day, the man to beat.
Third win this season.
Just a few months later, Edwards would be back to battle the 48 car and once again survived and won, going away to pull off the Texas two-step. He was NASCAR's first driver to ever sweep the season at TMS.
Took some mileage, led a bunch of laps, had a great time, got too tired there at the end and bumper blew it, but mileage came around up to the end.
What a great call by Bob Osborne, guys. Carl Edwards just came over the radio and said, hey, where did Jimmy Johnson finish?
Mission impossible. To our fans, I'm glad to tell them, mission accomplished. God bless Texas twice.
In the summer of 2004, NASCAR rewarded the great fans in Texas with a second Cup race starting in 2005. Since that time, the track has not disappointed, consistently drawing some of the top crowds each season. With big-name performers such as Jack Ingram and Sarah Evans, and entertainment that's second to none, the no-limits mantra of Texas Motor Speedway has consistently delivered exciting action on and off the track.
Checkered flag in Texas, live on NBC.
Saved it, caught it, saved it, caught it. All right. And now he's doing everything he can just to hang on to it.
That was a nice job by Earnhardt.
It was. He did a good job. Not like I said, Biffle.
Less than 2 laps to go. Carl Edwards around Mark Martin.
Baby, don't overdo it now. Clear, one back.
Carl's mother watches from pit road. Atlanta. Tony Stewart is 6th, and that really will affect the championship standings as we head for Phoenix next week. Carl Edwards.
You can take a break. It's yours.
It is his. Carl Edwards wins at Texas. That was something to watch.
And what'd you say, the Great American Speedway?
That's right.
Want to see this backflip.
They all brought their cameras. Columbia, Missouri, his 4th win of the season. Edwards is 3rd in the championship standings, 77 points back with 2 races to go. There have been some amazing starts to their Nextel Cup careers for drivers, but this guy is rewriting the book.
Stopped the landing.
That was better than Dave's pole vault.
In 1999, Texas' Terry Labonte returned home for what would turn out to be his second-to-last victory in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. The native of Corpus Christi, Texas, desperately wanted a win in his home state to help complete a legendary career. When the number 5 Kellogg Chevrolet pulled into victory lane, Labonte had come full circle, going into victory lane for the first time in Texas. In 2009, 4-time NASCAR Cup Series champion Jeff Gordon was making his 17th start at a track where he had never visited victory lane. After a number of disappointing finishes, the win was especially sweet as he held off teammate Jimmy Johnson for a Texas-sized celebration.
Yeehaw! Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys!
Too far, now his car is tight off and extremely loose in. Jeff telling Steve Letarte it feels like his car wants to spin out. He even went as far to call his car evil.
To run, it's going to slow him down a little bit. I don't think Johnson's got enough speed. He's going to go high down here in 3 and 4, try to get a lot of momentum off of turn 4. It's going to be too little too late.
And he packed her down into turn 3 and 4, but like you say, it's just not going to be enough.
17 tries at Texas. 17 is the lucky number for Jeff Hendrick.
But I'm going to tell you what, I think Steve Letarte and Jeff Gordon toed the tail. That race was partially won right there on pit road. That's his 10th win with crew chief Steve Letarte.
I'm anxious to see what kind of burnouts the old boy can do because he hadn't done any for a while.
In fact, didn't he kind of used to be anti-burnout?
Yeah, he used to wouldn't do this. He thought it was
he's been saving this one up for a long time.
He thought it was mere child's play, but I think children like to play when they're having fun.
And I am sure she probably is present, but remember, Ella Sophia, his baby, has not been to victory lane in a points race, only at Daytona in a qualifying race.
She better be here.
You've been to that movie before.
I have, but you know, everything's bigger in Texas.
Steve Burns.
All smiles down here, Chris Myers. Jeff Gordon celebrating. Big smiles from the moment he pulled into victory lane. He's got that checkered flag.
'97 brought forth a series of memorable moments capped by a scuffle in victory lane that won't soon be forgotten. The first ever nighttime race in the history of Indy cars was breathtaking, highlighted with a side-by-side duel between Buddy Lazier and Tony Stewart. Billy Boat took the checkered flag, but not without controversy. In reality, Ari Leindijk had won, but his visit to victory lane was met with hostility from Big Tex himself. A.J. Foyt took exception, and soon the Speedway was in the national spotlight for something beyond the race.
Hey, Ricky.
In 2000, Dale Earnhardt Jr. came into the race at Texas as the overwhelming fan favorite. Despite being a rookie going up against a number of savvy veterans, he ran one of his most memorable races, winning his first career race, cementing his place in the record books and in the history of Texas Motor Speedway.
On most of these CBS stations.
I think that crew's a little nervous. Never, ever have they won a Winston Cup race. Their first year out, and here they are with a chance to win a big race. I'm talking about
Ironheart, because he gave nothing on the racetrack. His father, 7-time Winston Cup champion, once dubbed Ironhead, and then the Intimidator. How about this kid?
He can coast on now, Mike.
Checkered flag, Dale Earnhardt Jr. is Texas Motor Speedway's second first-time Winston Cup winner. And waiting on him, along with Dale Earnhardt, is Ken Squire.
His dad is here first. What a moment.
That's pretty special.
The inaugural race in 1997 was the culmination of years of planning finally coming to fruition. The beginning was not without controversy, however, as drivers openly criticized the design of the track after a third of the field failed to make it around the first lap of the race without some type of damage.
Big crash in the center of the field, collecting 2-3 cars as they broke away that have really been hammered.
From there, it was more of the same as Jeff Gordon would eventually crash out and leave the door open for Jeff Burton to enter the history books as the first driver ever to win a Cup race at Texas Motor Speedway.
Elliott 11. Checkers coming down. And the inaugural Interstate Batteries 500 at the Texas Motor Speedway is won by South Boston, Virginia's Jeff Burton. What a job.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's a great win.
If you got to have a breakthrough, what a way to do it.
With the eyes of the racing world on this event here today, this is the way to do it.
Don't you just love a first-time winner?
Of course, none of the great history that's occurred at Texas Motor Speedway would have been possible without all the hard work that went into building it. From the announcement that Texas would get a race to the groundbreaking and 18 long months of construction, the birth of the Great American Speedway goes down as the top moment in the track's illustrious history.
Long-range project here is to have a facility to accommodate the sponsors, the fans, and us having put on a great race. And we need facilities like this. Our sport has grown so big, and our fan following. We have 150-plus crowd at a lot of tracks we go to now, and this facility will handle that and cater to them, and that's what we need. And we've outgrown a lot of places, so I'm excited about it. I'm excited about seeing it happening, and it's making a statement by, yes, they're building a racetrack here, and sure they don't have a NASCAR date yet, but I'm sure once NASCAR sees this going on, they probably will get in on the thing and go too.